So it looks like the timer's started. Yeah, no, you just shut it now. You may be good. Okay. Having some problems with microphones this weekend. Start that timer. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I've already given my brief introduction before I had to take a quick break. But yeah, I'll explain once again. Welcome back to stage 3 of the Hannover System Open Series. We're now in stage 3. This is the day 2. And this is what we call the cut, typically in X-Wing, but of course in this format, because it does that a bit differently, it should be called stage 3, round 1. Now, what happens is that from stage 2, all competitors with 5 and 1 records or better, 5 wins or better, move on to the stage 3 elimination bracket. So in this case, at this tournament, there are 379 participants. You can do the math on that and it will work out to be 42 players who had a 5 and 1 record or better. Those 42 players then get paired up into a single elimination bracket. But what, I hear you say, that's not possible. A single elimination bracket can only be formed by numbers of participants equal to a power of 2, such as 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1028, and so on. That's true. So we only got 42. So what we have to do is you have to round up to the next power of 2, which is 64. The overrun, the positions 43 to 64 are occupied by buys, meaning that the ranking at the end of day 1, players 1 through 22. So 1 through 22 received a bye for their first round pairing. As you all know, when an elimination bracket is paired up, player 1 is paired against player 64, player 2 is paired against player 63, player 3 is paired against player 62, and so on and so on and so on, until you get to the middle, where player 32 is paired against player 33. Okay? So in this case, being as how positions 43 to 64 were buys, players 1 to 22 received buys in the first round of the elimination bracket and proceed to the second round. It's not a pre-cut or anything like that. It's just an elimination bracket that's occupied with a number of spaces that are missing by buys. Now, this is done in a lot of other competitive systems. That's pretty standard. It also proves a point regarding the MOV. A lot of people have said that MOV doesn't matter in this tournament. True, it doesn't matter for your progression, but depending on how good your MOV was, you would be playing right now or not, because you'd be straight through to the next round. So it's the case with, I believe, Timo Raab is through to the next round already. For example, the highest placed player yesterday, Oliver Pognor, doesn't have to play right now. He can come in at 10:30 if he wants. His matchup won't be ready until the other games are all finished. This also leaves us with a situation where the MOV was, strictly speaking, very important, because in the end of the day, when you looked at the rankings, 2/3 of the people that made it into the stage 3 competition received buys in the first round. 1/3 had to fight it out. Well, no, not quite. There's like 10 tables, so it would have been 16 tables if it's top 32, it should have been 32 tables. Top 64 should have been 32 tables, and only 10 tables are playing. So yeah, 2/3 of the competition received buys, and there's only 1/3 left to fight it out. 20 players playing over that, over those 10 slots to get into the second round. So for the sake of argument, as I say, I should say
target lock evade focus.
That
Okay, I think it's in range, but let's measure it.
Sure. It should be.
Should be, yeah.
Range 3, yes?
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously the problem is, what I should be putting on the screen is stage 3 round 1 to be more clearer on the definition of what we're playing right now. But of course my software wasn't really designed for that sort of thing. It wouldn't fit. And we've also got the fact that X-Wing community as such haven't really adapted to that idea. They prefer more familiar terms such as top 16, top 32. So in this case, it's a top 64 bracket where 20 2 players are buys, but it's only 42 participants. So that's why on the screen it says top 42. So we're watching Wieger Prins from Utrecht, Netherlands. He's playing Miranda Donny, Twin Laser Turret, Extra Munitions, Harpoon, Missile, Sabine Wren, Bomblet Generator, Long Range Scanners, and Chewbacca with Trick Shot, Ezra Bridger, Maul, Scavenger Crane, Smuggling Compartment, Countermeasures, Millennium Falcon, the original Millennium Falcon title, not the Force Awakens.
Okay, so he's shooting here.
Yep.
Reroll. Sorry, no.
So Inquisitor on Chewbacca. Chewbacca popped his countermeasures, and the Inquisitor gets a hit and a crit.
Yeah. And there's Karol still here.
Oh, okay.
That's the one evade, and that's the other.
And successfully blocks.
Okay. Yeah. Next round. I could shoot back. Yeah. Sorry. Not gonna matter.
Karol seems a bit under the weather today. We'll get to Karol in a moment. 2 in focus.
No, this is it.
Okay, evade from Palpatine.
Yep.
And with the Palpatine evade, he doesn't have to worry about anything there. And they go back to dials.
All right.
On the right side of the table, Karol Pietrowicz from Gdansk, Poland, playing Rear Admiral Chirino with, where's my thing there, Veteran Instincts, Emperor Palpatine, Kylo Ren, Engine Upgrade and Dauntless title, accompanied by the Inquisitor with Push the Limit, Ion Pulse Missiles, Auto Thrusters and the TIE V1 title. It's a pretty chunky list, really. I mean, it's a bit sparse on upgrades compared to what we're used to seeing lately, but
can I see the dial from?
It can definitely tank some serious damage on both the Inquisitor part and on Chirino. Now, Karol, you may know, you may not know, is the captain of the European team, the Polish European Team Championship X-Wing team for Poland. I just said that. And has captained them to 2 ETC Championship wins already. And is hoping to do so once again this year. The ETC is held on the first weekend of August in Croatia, in Zagreb. And the ETC, just for those of you who aren't aware, the ETC is obviously a team championship. It's called the European Team Championship, but it's kind of developed into be a lot more than that. For example, I mean, it's really most well known for its 40k competition. It's been a 40k competition for a long time, attracting teams from all over Europe, in fact the world. It got to the point where it was such a prestigious competition in 40k that now Australian, Singapore and American teams come to compete in it. Okay, for example, Justin Fua, the reigning world champion, was a member of the ETC teams for, I think it was Warhammer Fantasy Battles, from Singapore, and would come over to Europe to play in those competitions. About 2 years ago, in 2016, they had the first X-Wing tournament at the ETC with, I believe it was 8 teams. Let me think. I know there was Spain, England and Wales, Poland, Serbia, Greece because it was held in Greece. Turkey had a team there representing, and the last team was at Italy. Okay, so 8 teams were at the 2016 European Team Championship. They played a round robin format before an elimination final, a final between the 2 highest ranked teams, which I believe were Poland and England at the time, maybe, or maybe it's Wales. Anyway, it's hard to tell. England, Wales, not really much difference there. In 2017, the ETC was held in Salamanca, Spain, where we had a Spanish team, an English team, a Welsh team, an Italian team, a Greek team, 5. Serbian. I'm missing 2. I know one's United Nations because they didn't get enough teams to make up the 8 to do the round robin format, so they kind of they set up another team to make it so there wouldn't be a bye each round. Which team am I forgetting? I said Poland. Let me start again. England, Wales, Spain, Italy, Greece, Poland, Serbia, and the UN team. The team that was cobbled together through willing participants. Once again, Polish will emerge victorious after. Did they play all 8 rounds? They must have done. Yeah, they did. And then they had a top 4. They did a semi-final and a final. Anyway. So yeah, Karol is one of the most accomplished Imperial players from the Polish region. Now, it's not taking anything away from any of the other Imperial players. I know several of you are listening, Lukasz. But yeah, Karol, being team captain, made it to the final at the Naboo Open 2016 in Copenhagen. Yeah, so definitely a highly skilled Imperial player from Poland. Of course, maybe we could turn around and say Lukasz Golonka maybe just pips him for being the most decorated, having won the System Open in Poland this year. The Krakow System Open. They're ready to go. Chewbacca turns to flee from the engagement, deciding he wasn't liking the look of that at all. Now Miranda's putting herself in a delicate position here, being able to receive a lot of spike damage with the Inquisitor's ion pulse missiles. Obviously Miranda's the more... Well no, he'd want to fire on Chewbacca and have the splash damage onto Miranda to get them both ionized. Agatha. Where's Agatha? There we go.
Yeah. No bump, I think?
No bump. No.
Okay, so Kylo Ren on Miranda?
Yeah.
And blind pilot?
Yeah.
Can you... Oh, I will look.
Sure.
And the Kylo Ren looks for blinded pilot.
Ah, they probably want...
Yeah, with the condition.
So yesterday, obviously when I first arrived, first thing on Saturday morning, I had to rush. I had to set up everything up really quickly, and some poor choices were made. That meant yesterday I was kind of being wrapped by a giant curtain all day long, and had very poor light back here. So I did a quick reformat on my setup yesterday, and things are a lot better now. I feel like I've got a lot more space. It's a lot clearer, a lot more light.
So that's a shield and...
So That's on Miranda.
Okay.
Chirano
Now this one here.
fires.
Yeah, I finished it, so I'll flip this
Ah,
one.
okay. This one here.
Inquisitor fires on Miranda as well. He's got a hit, a focus, and a blank. Re-rolls, gets 2.
You use target lock for the reroll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll use 1 focus for 1 shield.
And takes 1 damage.
Yep. So range 1. On
Chewbacca fires back on Chirano, range 1.
and I
Oof.
use 1 stress. for
Hard to
reroll.
see. I think I can see at least 2 hits, 3 hits. Re-rolls 1.
That's
4 then.
All shields.
Yeah.
All of Chirano's shields gone in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
And when my software decides it's ready, let's update.
Alright. That's all. Next round.
Out of this race now is your parents just arrived on the Facebook room. We'll be following this up with parents here in the room.
This year, the System Opens are named for the city in which they're hosted. But previously, each System Open was named after a planet from Star Wars. And with the first year, with the European-centric Opens, it became very interesting that everyone kind of took to heart the name of the planet that was given to their region. For example, Poland were Endor. And so when the ETC Team Champion Championship came up that summer, the Polish team decided to claim the moniker of the Ewok Bastards, which is what you can see on Karol's templates there. As they come from Poland/Endor. Someone's got some sneezes.
The 6 players and parents are now operating the room on the backgrounds. So if you do not have access to Facebook, you can now see parents around the room. Once again, please find your table. Say hello to your fellow opponents. Introduce yourself. Show them your list. Talk about how badly your work yesterday went. And once you're all friendly and we're ready, we'll start the round. Thank you.
Okay, they're ready to go.
No evade, turbo. Yeah, turbo. And this one.
Expertly manages to place Miranda without bumping and stays there. Ah, interesting. Probably causing Shirano to bump. And depending on exactly how much he moves, I don't think so. But, you know, I mean, if they got Miranda just a little bit further away from the base, then maybe the turn that Shirano has probably programmed, got dialed in, could have caused his rear corner to overlap the asteroid.
I'm thinking if ion missiles will get you out. I'm thinking about if ion missiles will get this one out of the table.
I am not white.
No, I don't think so.
So he's trying to work out if the iron missiles hit Chewbacca there, will Chewbacca move off the table next turn? I think not. I think he'll just end up on the table edge. But I'd say it's worth a gamble. I mean, having said that, means that Chewbacca's going to suddenly be like, "Oh, I best stay away from the edges," and gives away that tactical information. One of the things we notice a lot from Polish players is the way they like to get their head right over their ship to judge maneuvers and positioning.
Thinking about actions, right?
Yeah.
So you did.
I don't know where to put this target one. Because it will be this for sure, yeah. I'm just thinking about where to put this.
Yeah.
So trying to work out whether or not he's going to try and fire the target lock onto Miranda or Chewbacca. Because he's looking to try and use his ion pulse missile this turn. The question is, who does he want to use it on? Well, there's no splash damage, it's the ion torpedoes that does splash damage.
On Miranda.
On Miranda, okay, so yeah, probably not going to fire those pulse missiles.
Yeah, that's a little bit more forward. That's this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're already there. Alright. Let's put Miranda back on.
Doesn't matter, I think.
No.
Okay, so this one shoots first here.
Yep.
So Chirano fires on Chewbacca.
Yes. I have one.
Gets 3 hits. Chewbacca gets a focus, loses 3 shields.
Miranda.
Miranda is going to fire a regenerative shot into. So I get 1 shield back. And we're 2 dice. 2 hits.
2 hits. 2 blanks and a focus.
I am obstructed or?
Might be.
Miranda regained a shield on that attack.
Yeah, you were obstructed.
So 1 more. What was the thrusters?
Yep. Second shot.
It's like 2 focuses and a blank.
I'm not going to use my focus.
Okay. Yep.
Mister.
So at Miranda.
Yep.
Inquisitor fires on Miranda, primary weapon with 2 focuses and a hit makes 3. And 1 evade, 1 blank.
1 less, that's 2 shields. Okay. Now Chewbacca.
Yep.
That's range 1.
Yep.
Chewbacca firing on Shirano at range 1. Oof, very hard to see the dice when he rolls them over there. 2 hits and 2 focuses is what I'm guessing is happening there.
And that's not a crit from so 2 hits, 2 crits. Blind pilot.
Blinded pilot and thrust control fire.
Not good. Ah, really?
And because of I'll lose my stress.
Okay.
Oh, more on Ezra, huh? Whoa.
Okay.
Interesting combo, put them on Chewbacca. After seeing them for so long on the Lawful Rebel.
Moves from the ship. Is the stress still there, right?
Yeah.
What you?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
That was a bad couple of crits to show up for Karol right now. Not going to tip the game particularly in anyone's favour, but it's definitely going to make the next round very hard for him. So he's in a bad mood.
Okay. So.
And he's gone through his dials a lot quicker than normal. Definitely not what he wanted to get. More the blinded pilot than anything else. The stress he can deal with, but the blinded pilot at the moment he's been able to maintain that range 1 contact with the ships, with enemy ships.
Big action. Alright. Before I show you my dial, I'm gonna drop my bomb. There it is.
Bomblet gets dropped.
And I'm gonna move a sharp turn.
2 hard right. 2 turn right.
Focus action. Forward.
The blind pilot sucks.
Yep.
Come on.
Alright.
Okay, so. None of those at Miranda. This one, please. Two bank. Away. Here. Yeah, like this, I think.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so I flip the blinded. First, bomblet, yes, on Inquisitor.
Okay, yeah.
So, what?
You can also get a damage from Sabine.
Here, okay.
Yeah.
So nothing anyone from Sabine.
Yeah.
And on Shirano,
So Sabine. And Shirano gets one.
flip the blinded.
Blinded pilot goes down.
Sure.
This is your stress, right?
No, I cleared it with
Okay.
green mana.
Great, and it's off the table.
Okay.
And then she's going to shoot.
Yep.
And first shot's going to be a regenerative shot. It will be the Inquisitor, and let's check range here.
Yeah, it's range 1 or 2?
2, just 2.
Okay.
Range 2 then.
First shot, regen.
Regens the shield.
Clusters.
Yeah, same. Second shot. Roll the fun.
Gets a focus and a hit. Evaded. Inquisitor fires back on Miranda.
I will say hit from Palpatine for this shot.
Sure.
And I will shoot ion missiles.
You shoot ion missiles.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's hit and force.
You need to spend your...
No.
No target spend? But you did spend your focus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Say it to me, please, because I don't...
Okay.
You're going really fast.
Yep.
That's one hit and a ionized. That's... 2 ion tokens. And did you spend your... could you flip your... card, please? Yeah. Thanks. Alright. Chewbacca, that's going to be range 1 again.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Chewbacca range 1 on
He
Chirano.
does.
4 dice. Ezra and Maul gets 2 free focus results and a hit.
I am going to use the target block. It's going to be for 1 reroll.
Yep.
No, sorry, I'm not going to use the target block. I'm going to take 2 stress.
Takes 2 stress with Maul to reroll 2. Blank and focus. So in the end, 2 crits.
Stunt pilot. And
Because I
red.
hit, I lose 1 stress.
Okay.
Stun pilot and
Damaged
And
engine.
There's are red.
all turn moves are rupture. Okay, that's good. And stun pilot does.
When I
You
touch something,
can't
there's a damage.
Okay.
overlap
Yeah.
an asteroid or a obstacle. Asteroid or ship.
Yeah.
Could take automatic damage. Additional to if he overlaps an asteroid, he would have to roll a die as well.
Yeah.
This one was open with the white.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No more stress. We're going for the evade. And this one is big here. Unfortunately, I
So
cannot
far,
go
if I remember rightly, Shirano has suffered
That's why you did
a blinded pilot and a thrust control fire, 1 damage from the bomblet, and damaged engine and stunned pilot.
I'm gonna put down.
And a lot. Those last two are permanent crits. There's no getting rid of those. So now if he's going to bump Miranda again this turn, he's going to be taking more damage.
Focus action.
So this is being really well played by Wieger.
I tried to one
He took a slight swing in the game, and he's turning it to his advantage.
Make it, but
Oh, sorry. You got a little bit too fast right now. Your fingers were in. Yeah, it doesn't matter now. But your fingers were. I couldn't see if there was space between there.
I think that's enough space that even if I touch.
It's about the space here. If there's a little bit space here, then.
But
place different.
you see that's.
Yeah.
I don't think I moved it this much that I would
But
bump. Yeah?
I want to see.
Okay, but I think it was okay.
I think it was okay too, but I want to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Thanks.
Can I see this? I don't think so. No. I have to barrel roll. And take focus.
Now, Shirano has got damaged engine, and if he overlaps the Inquisitor or Miranda, he's going to suffer damage. He's gone for a 2 bank.
Now I blocked my. Can you remove
replace
the
it.
ship?
I think if we remove this one, then we'll be safe. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a little bit of.
Yeah, you can do this.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So putting himself right in front of Miranda.
Okay.
Now we'll see that Shirano, being a large base, is going to move faster than Miranda forward.
Use Kylo Ren for blinded pilot.
Assigns a blinded pilot. I'll show you the dark side condition to Miranda for his action. Miranda's going to have a harpoon missile coming up in the next couple of turns because, like I say, Shirano's going to move faster than her. His base is twice as long as hers, so every single maneuver is as if he'd done one extra straight.
Okay, so shooting, yeah? I think.
Yep, shooting.
So this one on Miranda, crit from Palpatine.
Yep.
So that's crit from Palpatine, crit from Shirano.
Yep.
3 crits and a hit against Miranda. This could be devastating. Focus,
So that's shield
spends,
and 2 crits.
1 shield, 2 crits. Let's see what they are.
So one is this,
Yep.
and the other one.
One blinded pilot, obviously, and
Structural damage.
Structural damage.
Value by 1.
Okay, that's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay for me.
Yeah. I don't roll any
So,
dice now.
so you flip the blinded.
Yep.
Okay, he shoots here.
Yeah.
Inquisitor fires on Miranda.
Yeah, I'm done. That's it.
1, 2 and a crit.
That's,
Nothing that Miranda can do to stop that.
And crit.
yep. Right. Doesn't matter.
And Miranda's down.
Okay.
And you shoot.
I should.
Now, Shirano's damaged, but and in a bad way with the crits he's got.
I'm gonna shoot at.
But by no means is he at a point that he can't withstand. He can't. What I'm trying to say is that there's still a lot of possibility for Shirano to put enough damage on Chewbacca.
Sorry, that's too much.
Yeah, I know.
About range 1.
2 blanks and a hit.
Yeah. You did use Palpatine already?
Yeah, for the crit.
Yeah, for a crit, right? So out of arc.
And I have focus still because I didn't have to use it.
Yeah, just let go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's reroll 2. Sure. That is crits. It's a hit and crits.
Hit and crit.
Yeah.
2 evades. Go back to stars. So One of the things I'm seeing a lot of are people mentioning the general untidiness of the play area. Now, let's remind everybody that that's a personal preference. Well, okay, the rules do include a clean-up step that involve you removing your stuff from the play area.
Oh yeah.
At the same time, it's not particularly impacting on play.
Ready?
The one thing I wish he would do is put his decimator back on the base. But I can understand not. At the same time, those pegs are funny.
That's one less stress. That's it.
So half an hour to go.
And target lock.
And at the moment it's going to be Inquisitor trying to take down Chewbacca by himself.
Yes.
And whilst he'll have auto thrusters, evade, focus to back him up,
You've magnetized the pegs. So one back. Right?
And another.
That's it?
Okay, so shooting. This one here.
Sure.
3 hits. Chewbacca blank.
Like this. 1, 2, and
2 shields. And a damage card.
Okay, you shoot.
yeah. Range 3?
Yeah. Not obstructed, right?
Not obstructed. No, I rolled 1. Yeah, we lost.
So,
I can see
that's, I would say, Palpatine evade.
2 and a crit this
So,
time.
thrusters and Palpatine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be difficult for Chewbacca to put enough damage on the Inquisitor
Okay.
to actually do make any sense of this. Right now, it's basically that Chirino can just lead the Inquisitor to do things how he pleases. As long as Inquisitor stays out of range 1 of Chewbacca and out of his arc, he's got no problem. So maybe what Chewbacca wants to do right here is pull up 4K.
We're on camera. Okay. Ready?
No, I don't have still this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No bank. No more stress. Evade.
Okay, there. And focus. I still have lock.
Yeah. You renew the lock, I think.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No, you do. I don't see it. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so shooting.
Shooting.
This one here.
Yeah, obstructed.
Real.
You're rolling good, man.
2 and a crit.
You startle.
Yeah, sure.
2 evades.
You also do
Takes and the evade token saves him from that attack.
Love these dice. I'm shooting back.
Chewbacca fires back.
It's 4 dice because of trick shot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Palpatine for the
Yeah, sure.
Looks like 3 and a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with focus and evade and 5 dice thanks to obstruction, range 3 and auto thrusters. That was, even with such a good roll, not really much that could have happened there. Palpatine calling evade. That Inquisitor is going to be pretty hard to take down right now.
Yep.
Yep. Evade.
Plus 2 forward. Okay, so the same target what you got.
Let's check if
It's range.
Yeah.
It's on target lock.
Spend it last round.
Yeah, but you took mine or where?
No, I don't do yours. I think you put it back. Could that be?
I do not do it usually, but okay.
Sorry about that, got a little bit of distraction regarding next round.
Bless you. Yeah.
So, shooting again.
Yep.
I will say hit from Palpatine.
Sure. That's still the one dice.
Yeah.
So that's 1 evade, 2 hits.
Chewbacca now down to half points.
Shoot back.
Yeah, I'll shoot back.
There's 3.
Yep. Sure, that's it. Yeah. Good thing I did.
That stars. Yep, we're looking into what the possible outcomes are for the next round. So, Karol, as I said before, a very highly skilled Imperial player from Poland, demonstrating here that the Inquisitor has got no difficulty in soloing one ship. And now we're getting to a point where maybe Chirano gets back into the fight to try and finish things up in the next couple of turns.
Okay.
Let's double check. Yep. No, I switched my maneuvers in my head.
Okay.
Evade.
That's 3.
Yep. Oh.
Huh?
It's still a bit skewed. That's how it goes.
Okay, so boost and focus.
Yep.
Okay, and target what?
Yep.
Okay, so hit. This is where he's going to put a good deal of damage.
You have this here still, yeah?
Yeah.
Or take it?
Never spend it.
Okay.
Never change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's shooting here.
Yep.
I will say hit from Palpatine. So that's Shirano, that's hit from Palpatine. And I reroll this one for target lock.
So hit and crit makes no difference. But anyway, 2 evades, no damage.
So this one here.
Yep.
Reroll. Come on.
Okay. Target spend.
Yeah.
2 hits,
Yep.
1 evade, takes 1.
1 damage.
No, come on. Okay.
Okay.
Chewbacca can fire back. It's probably more in his interest to try and take down
Shooting back.
Shirano, but
Yeah.
it's never going to get. It would only mean that the Inquisitor doesn't have Palpatine to give him an extra evade. 1 hit.
I'll take 1 stress. Spend my target book for reroll.
Okay.
Oh, there. Wasn't this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He also has to worry about the. Well, not so much, but the position of the Decimator can make it more difficult for him to plan his maneuvers,
Okay, that's
being how he moves first.
structural damage.
Structural damage,
Blinded again.
blinded pilot.
Okay.
I mean, this Shirano is basically a bag of trash anyway. It's just a question of waiting for someone to take him out.
And I hit, so I lose my stress.
You've not put faction information in there, though. Okay.
Oh, come on. 2 blinded pilots. I did nothing there. What's that? Oh.
It's Kylo karma, I think.
Huh?
It's karma from Kylo.
Why?
But this includes the blind pilot always.
Yeah, but I did no damage this round. I should have done like, I don't know,
Yeah, the
4 damage or something.
choices, the chances were for you. Yeah. I did 1 damage though.
Yeah, but I should have done like 3. Because
Yeah.
every reroll was for blank.
Yeah.
Okej. Favorite, Starboard Eagle.
Ale mam pecha, teraz się odwraca się wszystko. Dwa razy blinda dociągnąłem na plecku. 2 razy. Nawet 4 chyba. I should have 3 left.
3 all left?
I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2 left.
2 left. Okay, that's stunt pilot.
So looks like I missed one.
Oh, Jill, that's blinded pilot, and it's cruising the turns. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Hard one, yeah?
Yeah, it's tough
I'm
one.
also thinking still.
What does he think? What I think? What he thinks?
Yeah. If he does that, I should do that. But if he thinks...
So I'm just trying to update the bracket for top 32 and make sure I've got a rough idea of what's going on. honestly, there's a possibility that we're playing for time here. No, it should make any difference. I mean, like I said, the only difference it's going to make is when Chirino dies, is that the Inquisitor's got one less evade on his side.
Ah, okay. I should have one more still.
Yeah, I got mine 6 here.
Ah, it's like I don't know. You're also yeah.
Okay. I'm set. Definitely set.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
This thinking is going on for like 10 minutes now.
I still don't know.
Pick one.
Huh?
Pick one.
Yeah, that's
Mini, 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 mo.
hard choice. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Thanks. Go forward.
Long maneuver. Now, if the Inquisitor still had those iron pulse missiles, now would be the time to use them.
So I get stressed. I roll a die. Nothing. I'm really curious what you want to do. There you go. Oh. Check if it's good in here. It wasn't. See?
Yeah, I understand. Okay, and target lock. Other way around. And this one. It was 3 options basically, so. Yeah, so it will probably kill me. But okay, I sleep blinded, yeah.
Yep.
And takes. I'm reading if there is something more.
Yeah, you have a damage engine, this one.
Yeah, so that's why I stress.
Yeah.
That's nothing, that's okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So flip the blinded. This one shoots here.
Yep.
I say hit from Palpatine. So hit, reroll.
One focus, 2 damage go through.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll get shoot him.
Right, so down 2 hull left.
That's it.
That's enough. Yeah, he's gone. Finally, he's gone. That's a hit. So
And Chirino goes. And my system decides ready to update. Hello?
There's too much stress.
Maybe I've lost connection or something. Oh, there we go, it's up to date.
The armor class
congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Go back.
Here we go.
So that's another this one and focus.
Focus. Yeah, there it is. It's closer on the table.
Okay, so Pietrowicz there.
Inquisitor now firing on Chewbacca again. Chewbacca's down for 2 whole points.
That's enough. Unless this is the dice.
3 hits.
Oh, this is my lucky one.
Ah, yeah.
He needs to roll paint to stay on the
too much
table.
evade anyway,
He needs to
still.
roll an evade.
That's it.
But that's it. Game over.
Yeah, it was.
Carol goes
Wieger,
through.
when he killed Miranda,
Why is this not updating?
I put the pulse missile on Miranda, that was a good call.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Managed another
That's
bomb.
why I wasn't shooting it around before.
Ah, yeah.
Because I wanted to have the turn where the bomblet would give too much damage, so I wanted to put this so you wouldn't drop the bomblet.
Yeah, you were lucky with this bomblet, the bomblet before.
Yeah,
You
because
did
there was no
no damage. Yeah,
except the damage here.
and I thought you might want to Palpatine.
The bomb.
Yeah, one of the bombs. Yeah. Palpatine is a very good minesweeper.
Yeah.
But I thought you might. I heard about your list because one of the Dutch guys you played against.
Fun?
Niels and Vaan as well, and they knew your list, and I thought you might want to go in and Palpatine the blind pilot right away. And I was afraid of that, so I wanted to try and get into range.
You played really good this game.
Okay, Wieger. Well done for getting as far as you did.
Thanks.
Have you been to any of the other super? Have you been to any of the other system opens?
Not this year, but
Not
I've been
this year.
to Nuremberg last year.
Yeah.
As well.
So this is the best you've done so far, no?
Yeah, on international level, yeah.
Okay.
I got pretty far at the Nuremberg Open as well. It ended number 27, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And 'cause that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nuremberg, yeah. And you've got an interesting list there.
Yeah.
Where you've gone for Chewbacca with Ezra and Maul, and Miranda Donny is obviously a classic choice. No, Miranda Donny is the obvious one, but the Chewbacca is a bit of a mix-up. How did you come to that kind of conclusion?
Well, actually, one of my mates, Frans Bongers, he's been on the stream yesterday.
He was on yesterday.
Yeah, he plays a lot of Cyrano with Kylo Ren, and there's a lot of Kylo Ren going on right now. So I thought I need something more robust against that, and Chewie is really, he ignores every crit, so he just ignores Kylo's ability. And I was going for that, and I needed something more aggressive than a defensive build, so I opted for the Mal Ezra just to keep pushing in criticals.
Okay.
That's the idea behind the list, and I got the I have points left for the countermeasures and the scavenger crane, and I forgot it. Last round, by the way.
You could have recovered.
You
could have recovered the countermeasure and
yeah.
Okay,
but I think I had a chance though.
I think from more or less once Miranda died.
Yeah.
And his decimator was limping off, and it was just Inquisitor against you. It was really kind of against you because he's got the evade, he's got a focus token, he's got Palpatine to give him an evade, auto thrusters because he's behind you.
Yep.
And so it was always going to be really difficult for you to put damage on him. And it was a question of time just watching him chase after you and put damage on.
I needed 2 ships for to kill Inquisitor, and I needed to go with Cyrano needed to go first because Palpatine and Inquisitor makes the Inquisitor invulnerable.
Yeah.
If he went a little bit further, if I could get a missile in, a harpoon missile, that would have been a favorite. But he got the blinded pilot in as he planned, and I expected him to do. Yeah.
So what you're telling is, with your practice in France, your list has been spec'd to take down decimators.
Yeah.
But in this case, so this would have been a favourable matchup for you. But in this case, it's just not worked out that way.
No. Now, it's favourable. I wouldn't say favourable because it's a tough list to beat.
Absolutely.
But it's all about getting the right distance. My plan was on the first engagement was to keep Miranda at the distance, preferably behind a rock. And I saw he was going to go forward with his Cyrano. He did a 4 forward, and I thought maybe if I do a 1 turn, I'll stay on on range 3, but it was just range 2.
Okay.
So he had I had a defense die less, and he had his Shirano's ability to push the crit even further, and then he used Palpatine to land another crit.
Yeah.
And that's where my planning goes off. And then I thought, okay, now I'm a gunner. The only thing that can help me is bombs. And then the second bomb I was about to lay, then he used the pulse missile to
iron you. Yeah.
Yeah, to iron me. No bombs.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're going to move over to hyperspace now?
Yeah, I definitely will.
Good luck with that, and hope everything goes well for you guys for the Holland team. We've still got Jelte.
Sorry?
Jelte's still playing.
I think he is, and Rick van Ness as well.
And Rick, yeah.
And Johan. He has a bye now, so that's going to be
okay.
great.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for appearing on stream.
Thank you for meeting.
Bye. Silvio is here. I'm hidden in the back cave.
Okay.
Okay. Karol, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Pleasure to finally got you on the stream.
Yeah, no problem.
how did that game go for you? Did you feel it was kind of it was a favourable matchup for you?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I played a lot with Dash Miranda.
Yeah.
And I thought it's a similar matchup.
Yeah.
But actually he really played well. I thought that he might joust with Miranda to try to shoot the Harpoon missiles.
Yeah.
But he told me that he spoke to the Dutch guys who played with me before, and they told him that's not a good idea, so he played like Chewbacca first and then Miranda, and it really helped him.
Okay, excellent. And I mean, it all kind of once you take a Miranda off the board, it kind of sealed the deal, huh? We're having Inquisitor behind Chewbacca, out of arc, auto thrusters, evade, focus, Palpatine for another evade.
Yeah.
There was very little he could do to actually do any damage on you.
Yeah, I
It's just
think
a question of
if
time.
I didn't kill him, it would go to time.
Yeah.
I think so.
So anyway, so that's it. You're through to the next round. Okay. Did you go to you were at the Polish System Open. You got to the last round in hyperspace. Did you win against Ofu? I don't remember.
In hyperspace,
Because you had that round where you all took your clothes off and everything.
in hyperspace, I was 5-1.
You were 5-1. Ofu won then that
Yeah.
matchup.
Mhm.
Okay. And is that the only one you've been to so far? The Opens?
Yeah.
And today,
That's it.
So all the money's on today to see how far you can get, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, will you be doing any others? Will you be going to Italy or France?
I thought about going to Italy, but I think I wouldn't make it. I don't have enough time for this.
Okay, because obviously you've got to prepare as well for the ETC coming up in August.
Yeah, that's it.
You all excited for that, Team Poland?
Yeah, we are very excited, and we hope that this time it might be more than 8 teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest, but the problem is it's so expensive, huh? It takes to form a team. It's very difficult.
It's actually just as expensive as these other tournaments, I think.
Yeah.
So.
But that's the thing, is that these tournaments.
The thing is, you have to get a group of 6 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
That's the big deal, and 6 guys that are willing to do it, willing to go for this sort of travel tournament together. It's difficult, yeah, and especially when it's not an official tournament with not official prizes.
Yeah, but I don't see that as. Yeah, but for us it's not a deal that we don't play for the prizes. We get all the stuff. You know, every tournament there's a prize. There's a prizes. They gave us a lot of stuff. So I think one tournament in a year where they don't give us the promo cards or promo shields, where I have like 50 of them already, and I have 6 shields in my roster. I simply don't care about this stuff.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for appearing on stream.
Yeah,
like I said, a pleasure to have finally got you. Good luck with the next round, and we'll see how far you go.
I play my mate from Krakow. So.
Yeah, Damien.
Yeah.
Wow. Because that was one I was looking at, but obviously if I've already seen you, I don't want to see that next game.
Yeah.
So I have to wait and see what happens from there on. Okay, good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.